Bleh. Bleh.
Shit. Hey everybody.
She's gotta finish her game.
To Booze Jam.
Just gotta finish her game.
I gotta finish my game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, delicious.
Pomegranate vodka. Right?
Yeah.
And Sunkissed. If I don't get fucked up now, then it means I ate an entire pizza earlier.
An entire pizza?
Oh wait, I did.
So, we're on round 2 of... We asked our friends what we should talk about.
Beer before liquor makes you a bitch. Hi, I'm a bitch.
We know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's okay.
If I offended any of you by naming the butts that I liked, then grow up.
I don't think that any of you would be offended.
We paid you a compliment
So
because I love you and your booty.
Your booty.
The booty.
Your booty.
You have a very nice booty. Just because I didn't name you doesn't mean that I think you don't have a nice booty. You all have nice booties. Everybody's booty is nice. Because if you don't think everybody's booty is nice, you're a hypocrite. Because everybody shits. We just don't think about it. What fell off the table here? Okay.
A recipit.
For delivery order for Kevin Debensky. Thin chicken spinach malls.
Thin chicken spinach.
Okay.
Alright.
Anyway, the second
item that we got told to talk about.
After showing Kate the episode trailer of Glow.
Which looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Are you just being obstinate now?
Yes. Am I not? I'm always obstinate. Have you met me?
I described you. Okay, so we have that friend that I added to the Colossal Fun room. And I tried to explain you to her and was just like...
Who?
My friend Liz.
Okay.
I was explaining you to her.
Explaining me.
Yeah, and I was like, he's basically...
Why are you explaining me to people?
Because I was talking about different people that are in the room.
Okay.
And I was talking about you and said that if you were a bird, you would be a cockatoo.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Because you're very loud, but it's not like... Sometimes you don't know that you're being loud.
All the time. It's just
you're
like
just loud.
when people are playing music, and I'm like...
Yeah, you're just like, yay! We're having a good time now.
Yeah. My hair goes up like that. Did you just snap your neck?
I did.
I don't know if those are heard, but whatever. All my elbows popped.
I'm
a cockatoo. All 12 of my elbows.
All 12 of your elbows.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping I meet some new people at ColossalCon.
If I were a bird, what kind of bird would I be?
A sun conure. Because that's the only type of bird that I remember.
Okay, fair.
No, that one time Anna and I found birds that looked like us, but they were finches.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason they looked like us is because one of them was a little bit chubbier than the other one.
Oh.
And he had ruffled up feathers on the top of his head.
Were they the little finches that are like kind of that soft gray that have red beaks?
No, they were white and brown.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're adorable. Anyway, birds. More Snapchats. Matt Geisen says, scenario. High school, you has just used your parents' desktop to burn a Wicked CD full of all your favorite songs you got off of LimeWire. What's on it? And then there's a picture that says, I'm crying in the school parking lot again.
This actually strikes a chord with me because I was actually listening. I cleaned out a bunch of CDs from my parents' house, and I've been listening to them in my car, and a lot of them don't have anything written on them, so it's just CD roulette.
I've come across CDs like that before.
And I have a CD in my desk, in my disk drive right now in my car that is mostly anime theme songs.
Oh, okay.
And I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but one of my best friends in middle school did. And there are like 4 songs that are either Yu-Gi-Oh theme songs or songs that are cut with Yu-Gi-Oh dialogue in them.
And you just
And
listen
it
to
is.
those?
I can't, like, it's like watching a train wreck. Like, I can't stop. Like, I put them in, and I'm just like, oh, this is this song. Oh, God. And then I find myself singing to it, or I just leave it on and have to listen to it all the way through. Because it brings back all of the middle school feels.
Memories.
Yeah, all the memories.
My first... So, I do remember a friend of mine for my birthday ordered me a Rurouni Kenshin soundtrack CD from Japan.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Yes. It was like every theme song that they'd ever used.
Okay.
And it was like my first intro to like anime music. And I still have the CD. The only thing that's upsetting to me is it's scratched the fuck up.
Oh.
And you'll get to like song 4 and it'll like...
Start skipping.
Yeah. Now I have digital copies of most of those and I remember what songs that I really liked. But that was probably about the weebiest thing I had. In terms of like... No, okay. So I remember when I was moving out of Kiowa recently, Ace is distracting me because he's trying to get into my bags, my light bags. No, when we were moving out of Kiowa, I was going through the DVD shelves that were in the basement, and I was pulling out most of the DVDs, but there's like these just plastic cases that have CD, like the silver CDRs in them. Like Kate said, that just don't have any sort of writing on them. They like had my name on them, but like I didn't know what they were. And I put a CD in my laptop, and it comes up on iTunes, and it's like track 1, track 2, all the way down to 12. Yeah. And I sit there, and I think I listen to it, and I swear to God, All Star by Smash Mouth was on there. Jeez, what else? Numa Numa was on there. I'm pretty sure Blue by Eiffel 65 was on there. God, like it's the memeiest trash you can think of. What else would be on that CD?
Listening to that stuff unironically.
Yes, when we actually thought it was cool. I'm yawning. I gotta drink more booze. Kate's still killing her last beer.
I am. Killing it dead.
She's got a whole orange thing here to drink.
An orange?
Oh my God.
I'm going slow.
High school, you has just used your parents' desktop to burn a wicked CD full of your all-time favorite songs.
Ooh, like back when we were using LimeWire, like...
I'm not even sure my parents knew that I had that on their computer. I remember getting that snazzy, big old fucking desktop in 2002 and going down. So I currently live with my parents in the same house when I was like 12 and the age of AOL, Instant Messenger, and that's when the internet as we know it started. That's like when the memes began.
The memes.
That's when the memes began.
What pre-social media?
Zanga. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Started with LiveJournal.
Okay, yeah, I got you. LiveJournal.
And it was just as emo, depressive trash as I post on Facebook right now. But worse. Because I used like the arrow _ smiley faces. And okay, so LiveJournal was cool just because of the formatting, but my Zanga was Full Metal Alchemist themed. The sidebar and the top bar had an image of Edward like snapping and like flames were all around him. And when you would load the page up, it would start playing Larkin Sales Ready, Steady, Go.
Oh my God.
It was probably the greatest thing that I've ever contributed to
oh
society
my
on.
God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I-
we're about to go into a spiral.
Yes, we are.
Okay, what else were you on? And I know you had a MySpace.
I did.
Everybody had a MySpace.
I didn't do much with it.
I
I think I just had it to talk to girls.
don't really remember what I did with MySpace. Like, I had my friends on there and stuff, but it was just like I'd post things and do like my little rars and all that and
Rar.
rar. Ugh. But for the most part, like, I just kind of do what I do with Facebook now with it. Like, I just kept in touch with people, but
I don't even remember what MySpace was. I remember more about my Zanga than MySpace. I bet I could go out on the internet right now and find my Zanga.
I kind of did Zanga, but like I was definitely more into LiveJournal and then
Is Zanga
got
even still
onto
a thing?
MySpace.
Is Zanga a thing? We're gonna find out right now if Zanga's a thing. Zanga.
And then
Zanga
after MySpace, this is where it got.
Retrieve old Zanga. Zanga's Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
The second link.
Didn't Zanga get bought by Facebook?
I don't know. Explaining Tumblr to internet folk raised on Zanga and LiveJournal.
Yeah. Oh, and now I have a Tumblr.
Okay. I used to be such a Tumblr whore. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, me too.
I spent so much time on it just scrolling, and I talked about how much I love Tumblr because you could just search one specific tag forever
Yeah.
and just find content, and it was great when I was always looking for like comic book stuff and art and like the way that they changed the format of Tumblr,
It's
and it just
basically
went
it's better Pinterest.
basically.
Like
You know what? I still have Tumblr. Do I still have
I don't
Tumblr?
have my Tumblr a lot, but
No.
I mean, like I do.
I got rid of it. I don't
still
have Tumblr anymore.
But I live in Craft World, and I can't navigate Pinterest to save my life. Like, I prefer to use, like, Polyvore and Instagram and my Tumblr.
I do
honestly.
the same thing with Instagram.
But
More just about art.
what did we?
Art.
But we're getting off track. Okay, so you had Zanga, and then that devolved into MySpace, and then this is gonna get embarrassing.
Is it?
This went on to I
Zanga
had friends that
2.0
then
is here.
told me about Vampire Freaks, which then took a whole new turn, which is basically like, I know Vampire Freaks sounds super scary, but it was basically just like MySpace for like emo kids or like proto emo kids, which sounds very hipster of me to say.
Proto emo.
Proto emo.
Is that even a thing?
I guess it was like proto scene kids.
This website says Zanga 2.0 is here.
What?
Except it says, please excuse the dust while we launch Zanga 2.0.
Are we gonna make a Zanga?
If it comes back full force and everybody wants to get rid of Facebook,
Then Zanga it is.
all the kids do Snapchat now. That's why I got on the Snapchat train.
Snapchat.
Actually, no. Do you know the only 100% the only legitimate reason that I started Snapchat in the first place was because Matt Geisen talked about how he was going to Snapchat his entire weekend as he was the liaison for Vic Monogamana. Vic Monogamana.
I know who you're talking about.
Vic Monogamana.
Did
How do you say his name?
I don't know.
Vic Manana. That's what it is.
Minya.
Dick Manana. Vic Manana. No, I mean, he's a cool guy. He's never going to watch this, but,
All right.
you know. No, that's why I got a Snapchat. But then I realized how funny Snapchat is because I just make faces with all the
It's
filters.
very fun. I enjoy Snapchat. I think it kind of adds. That's how I keep in touch with my sister a lot of the time. Is that I just send her snaps.
Yeah,
Because I don't always have anything to say, and so I'm just like, let
You
me
just
send you this picture of
send
my
weird
face and
pictures?
like
Yeah.
a caption.
like I talk to like specific people on Snapchat that I like never just have conversations with on Facebook. Like it's like rekindled like some relationships, and I actually talk to some people through Snapchat that I don't talk to at all in any other form. So
I'm getting sleepy.
But it does make communicating a bit harder because I've got like 4 different apps to kind of like go back and forth between. So, because I honestly consider Messenger like an app of its own.
Right.
Because if you're talking to enough people, there's just way too much to handle between group chats, and then you've got Facebook notifications. And I've unfortunately joined a couple of groups that are like, every time there's something for sale, they like post something. So and then like you follow like 2 people that are like your favorites, and all they do is post trash. Sorry, Ray.
Love you, buddy.
No, I swear to God, it's like he posted like 3 updates of like some League knockoff game that he's playing on his iPad. So like open my phone like 4 times, and it's like, oh, it's just another screenshot of this thing that I'm not paying attention to. And it's okay, I guess, but you've got that, and you've got Messenger, and Instagram.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. And then you got Snapchat.
Is this going to turn into yawn chat?
Let alone the fact that all of those things that I just mentioned have tried to mimic Snapchat. Mm-hmm. Instagram added stories, then Messenger added stories, then Facebook added stories, and you're like, literally 3 out of 4 of these apps are owned by the same company. Why the fuck are they doing this?
Yeah, it's because they're all trying to be Snapchat.
But why do we need Snapchat on Facebook when I have Snapchat on Instagram?
Or you have Snapchat on Snapchat.
If they didn't give it to every person, then maybe I would be more inclined to do... Like, what if I have a Facebook and they're like, oh, well, if you want to show stories, you got to go to Instagram. Wouldn't that, like, make people... It's like, oh, no, now I can tell people about my entire day on every application. I will take snaps, and then I will just save them, and then I will open Instagram, and then post it to my story on Instagram. And the only reason I do that is because at least... Okay, number one, Instagram is like 1,000 times almost better than Snapchat, and I'll give you the reasons why.
Okay.
But when you post to Snapchat from your camera roll, it gives you that like white outline that says this was from my camera roll, and I'm just like, that's super dumb. Instagram doesn't do that. You just pop the thing up, post your thing, and it just does the whole screen like I just took the picture. So some people would never know because they don't have my Snapchat. Although it's the same as everything else I have on social media, so
Oh, so is mine.
yeah, it's not that difficult if you want to follow me on Snapchat. Make me a little bit more famous on the inside of my intestines. That's fine.
Did you ever do Neopets?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I tried. My mom wouldn't let me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right.
Was she just like, no?
Yes.
These are the devil's pets?
That was exactly the response. That's exactly the reaction.
Satan spawned these animals?
I guess so. Don't know what the difference between that and Tamagotchi was, but
back in the day,
Pokemon used to be one of those big things.
yeah. But
Also,
back in the day,
Instagram is better than Snapchat because it has Boomerang. Done.
That's,
Next.
Yeah, okay.
Ta-da.
Boomerang is pretty good. But,
Also, it has hands-free. Snapchat. Get on that hands-free shit. Like, for fucking real. I've been waiting. I've been waiting this whole time.
Hands-free?
I don't understand why we don't have hands-free on fucking Snapchat yet. Okay, I just wanted to get really dramatic.
all right,
Anyway, about Neopets.
I think we're gonna... Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm freeing the microphone. Because we're gonna do this interview style now. I'm sorry, that was really loud.
Was it? I'm
Tonight on-
really tasting the fucking vodka right
Tonight
now.
on Booze Chat. Ross drinks Sunkiss.
Don't fucking deep throat my mic.
I can't even get this into my mouth.
Yeah,
it's too big.
Mm-hmm. We
This
already
is-
talked about how you have a non-existent gag
My
reflex.
gag reflexes.
It doesn't exist?
It's good. No, it's
Can
a
I-
real good
can I
gag
get it
reflex.
in my mouth? Oh. No. It's too big.
You put that in your mouth. That's gross.
I didn't put it all the way in my mouth.
Anyway, tonight on Booze Chat, you should probably cut this out. It's going to be here forever.
What's going to be
Now, fun fact about microphones, and you see a lot of people talking directly into them like this. You really shouldn't do that. You should talk over them. The reason for that, this is also why you should never tap the top of a microphone like an asshole. There's a little bladder in here that collects the sound like your eardrum. And when you pop it, you're damaging it. So everybody out there who's doing that shit, stop it while I do that. Also, anytime you see a performing artist or anybody raise the mic up like so before they drop it, it's a note to the sound booth that they are going to drop it so they can actually cut that mic. So, yeah.
Don't you drop my mic.
I'm not going to drop your mic.
Okay, good.
You can't turn it down.
Right.
I'm not going to damage your sound equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I felt like I needed to grab this for drama. And I realized it doesn't have a pop screen, which I'm going to do a lot of. Also, if we pet him.
Mm-hmm. He gave me such a fuss trying to get him.
Oh.
But I just wanted to show everybody. Ace.
Ace, were you aware that you're a cat? Do you have anything to say?
Do you want to say anything?
Hello.
Huh?
Just bleps.
Do you have words?
Just bleps. Hey, buddy.
No?
He's
Okay.
the best boy.
He wants to go away.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm going to put this mic back. Let me just...
Hopefully I don't drink cat later.
I'm going to drink some cat. Anyway, that was a little interlude of Kate takes the microphone and gives you mic facts.
Mike fucks?
So your mom didn't let you do Neopets.
Oh my god, we're...
So early, back in the day of Neopets, because I definitely... Oh, he sneezed.
I'm so confused about what's going on right now.
You know how when you try and hock a loogie, that's basically what he's doing. You little stuffy. But anyway,
Oh my god.
back in the day on Neopets, like early in Neopets, you could have a pet that was a Macy Gray. And when I say Macy Gray, I mean it was Macy Gray. Like, I don't know. I've always wondered. I've been like, wait a minute. How? And then they replaced it with this little cow thing that was super cute.
Okay, Macy Gray.
Yeah. Musical artist in the early 2000s.
Right. I'm trying to remember that one song that she had.
The one that was the theme song to As Told by Ginger?
No, not that one.
A cat.
I try to say goodbye, and I choke. Try to walk away.
But I stumble.
She's on a school bus. But the only reason I remember that is because those, like, now that's what I call music albums. Except there's so many songs out there that I can only think of because of the way that those commercials, like, lop them all together. Like, no matter... Yes, but, like, no matter how many times I hear, like, a specific song, like, a song will come on the radio 20 years later. And I guess I can say that because I'm 26. And I remember a lot of those from when I was a baby.
When you were a wee
When I was a little baby.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, this happened 20 years ago. And then I was like,
oh, I was alive.
Like, I have a friend who, speaking of Instagram, we keep in touch via Instagram because we don't live near each other anymore.
That's weird.
But, yeah, we've known each other for 20 years, which I think is blowing my mind. But, yeah, I was just thinking about, like, a lot of the things that we've gone through and, like, just as individuals. but we've known each other for 20 years, which I think is crazy.
Crazy.
Like, we met in first grade, and then we're BFFs for a really long time, and, like, saw each other go to high school and college, and, like, are now adults, and have seen each other through relationships, and it's just, it's so weird. Anyway, you were saying, I don't need to get existential right now.
No, that makes me think of, so I posted a thing on Facebook the other day that was just like, hey, who wants to go on a date? I want to go to the Columbus Museum of Art, and like, because it's free on Sundays, and I was just like, who wants to go do this thing, and we can go get food, and blah, blah, blah. I actually had like 25 people like comment on this status. It was just like, oh my god, let's go on a date. And I'm like, okay, well, everybody, it's not really a date at this point. It's like a ton of people. But I say this because my friend, like one of my oldest friends from when I was like 4 years old, commented on this. She is a middle school teacher.
Oh, that's so weird.
In Utah right now.
Okay.
But she's like the biggest, like, we used to bond, like, on the years that we lost touch and then, like, came back together, we used to bond over the fact that we played World of Warcraft. And, like, most recently, she would, like, message me when she figured out that, like, we were into, like, Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
And, like, especially when Pokemon Go came out. But she, like, she commented on the status, and she was just like, I mean, we might as well go out on a date. And then she commented again after that one status and was just like, you did kiss me on the cheek when we were 6 years old playing Animaniacs on the Sega Genesis. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
you had an Animaniacs date.
I don't even... Excuse my terrible memory, but like, holy shit, Amanda, how do you even remember that? Like, she's not gonna watch this, but still, this is like...
Well, Amanda, if you have a comment and you did watch it, comment down below.
Mm-hmm.
Also hit that like button or subscribe for more of this.
Come find me. We'll go on a date.
Yeah.
You can bring your boyfriend.
That would be fine.
I mean, I don't know.
I'll bring Kevin. It'll be a...
Triple weird date.
We'll be like a
fuck circle.
Yeah, it'll be like a tricycle, only with two
extra
wheels.
Giant.
Well, see, it'll have 4 wheels in the back and 1 wheel in the front.
Just got weird.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Wait, so 3 wheels in the middle, and then a wheel here and a wheel here.
No, like 2 wheels on each side.
How are we gonna position the pistons?
No.
It got.
Do you know what a piston does?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Are you sure?
Drink your.
I'm drinking my orange.
Drink. That has a lot more vodka than mine had in it.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm
gonna go drink vodka straight because we ran out of Sunkist.
do that.